Hello and welcome to the show. One of these things is not like the others. As we start this video on BeamNG Drive, we're racing the flood. We have a new map. We have a new sort of crater to be racing. We're not going to be racing the whole way up in this, but we have a new little section to be driving. This is fast, it's smooth tarmac the whole way, although a narrow turn one is always a bit dangerous. Yeah, we're going to be racing against the flood. It's a knockout style tournament. We have a hill climb Wendover, a hill climb Pazima, a massively modified track ETK K-Series, and a Lamborghini Countach that does look a little bit out of place here, but it has a great many exhausts. You know, the good old Cannonball Run style one. The Lamborghini is incredibly cool. It might struggle in this competition. Power to weight ratio for these vehicles 0.3. The Lambo is the only rear-wheel drive in this. Everything's on slicks. It is likely to be interesting. It's going to be mad because, of course, not only are we racing each other, but the flood is going to be racing up behind us to try and meet us, and I am not going. So it is a drag race into turn number one. But basically you don't want to go side by side through the slip road. If you fall behind, your best off is you've just got to follow. You've just got to lift and sort of coast your way through there. Top two cars make it through to the next round, so I'm going to have to overtake on track somewhere. It may be a bit easier here than some of the tracks we have raced around, but you've got to be careful. Mistakes are easy to make here as I bounce it over the curb. Now, where are we? If we're going to find a way past, where are we going to find ways through? Can we have a look? We're going to go get underneath the Wendover and we will pass the K-Series. I think the K-Series brushed the wall through there as we get the change of direction over that crest correctly. Now comes the really difficult challenge for me. We're leading the race, and the last thing I want to do is have an accident, but we've got to try and beat the flood. You can see how close the water is. It is so close beside us here. We have got a good run now over this crest. If we can keep our foot down, we're into the tunnel safely. Now, the tunnel is where it goes up quickest. This is the bit where it will go up the fastest in terms of the climb for us. The road goes up the steepest here. Now, I have got a good gap. There's no point. This corner coming up here is one of the nastiest on the circuit, which is why I am just going to take it a little bit easy. There is a lot more speed could be taken through there if I want to, but I don't want to smack the wall. I don't know if Speed Beast did hit the wall through there. He may well have done. I saw a lot of smoke. It may have just been a lockup. It's close. It's very close behind at the moment. We will crest that. The water is very close as well. Geez, the water is immensely close here. I am just trying not to wreck the car as we come through this section. I think Amy might have gone. And just looking at the nameplate, it looks like it is. Geez, that water is right there. But this is the finish line. We come up and over the crest, and that will be us. A victory, and that'll be us through, and it doesn't look like there are any survivors. Speed Beast has gone just before the end. Ugh. We didn't have a great start. We fell into lime, but we played it cleverly. Speed Beast not far off. There must have been I think there was a mistake later on. Amy is looking for technically Amy is not wrong. There has been an adventure. I can't quite see where how on earth did you get up there? How did you do that? You just climb up there. Honestly, quite impressive the K-Series got that far up the hill. I mean, it almost got out of the water, technically. Oh, Joe is unlucky. I don't know what happened to the Countach. Where is it? Oh, where has it gone? I'll try to see whether it fell off, or I'm going to guess it might have fallen off the road at some point. It's not gone very far off it. But the rear-wheel drive Lamborghini just struggling in this. Ugh. We are through to the next round. That was a bit nerve-wracking right at the end. We are on to the second of the heats. We have got Impego with a front-wheel drive Picnic. Essentially one of those, it was F2 kit cars. Wonderful, wonderful thing. I love the Picnic kit car. Longboat has a Bolide with, I mean, it looks like a Hot Wheels car. It looks like one of the custom sort of fictional Hot Wheels cars. Very awesome. Shadow has gone sensible. He'll climb SBR4. Can't go wrong with that. Gliska also fairly sensible with an ETK 800 series. We know the two all-wheel drive cars are going to get off the line very well. The Bolide is likely to be very fast in a straight line, and the Picnic is amazingly good handling. So how this is all going to pan out, no idea. Absolutely no idea on this. Of course, mistakes are going to play a part. It's always easy to get in trouble here. We are off and underway to all-wheel drives, off to a good start, as you would expect here into turn one. Everything is neat and tidy and sorted. Now, top two will go through in this one, so you don't want to fight crazy over first, but I don't think you're going to get a moment to relax here, because, well, Longbow's Bolide is quick. The Picnic handles really well. Gliska's out wide. Gets away with it. Doesn't lose the lead of the race, but it is very, very close through all of this as we head towards the next corner. Oh, the SBR4 thought about it. It's tried to have a go. Oh, big slide. Shadow catches it, but might well lose that place. Here comes the Bolide up to second, and it will get it. And the Picnic's going to have a go as well, to maybe to the inside through here. It's a wonderful hill climb race so far. Gliska's wide. He's going to lose out to the Bolide here. The water is close. Oh, Longbow's gone deep. Longbow's gone very deep. Just keeps it under control. SBR4 maybe going to take the lead of the race away from Longbow, and does. The water is close in all of this. The Picnic's having a look but can't pass. Oh, they're both in the fence. They both may have taken steering damage at this point. I don't know if the Picnic's going to survive. They've both got big, big understeer issues. Oh, they're both gone anyway. Didn't think it mattered. Both hit the wall. I think they both had steering damage at that point. The water is close. They are through the tunnel in this one. Longbow got so much speed in the Bolide up here. As you would expect from that car, it to have a lot of speed. It's going to have to try and get stopped to get under control here as we go over the crest. We've already seen it got into trouble once under braking in all of this. We will now head through the next couple of corners. I mean, they've got a decent lead over the water at this point, which is, you know, important because you don't really climb too much more in these closing stages. Shadow's been quick through the S's here. That SBR4 is very close. It doesn't really matter what happens. Longbow over the crest gets a big bobble and a big twitch. Shadow can put the power down better through here. Shadow's going to go for the lead of the race and does. Makes it stick with that SBR4. We've only got a couple more corners to go. Shadow's run wide. Bump the sort of terrain, not quite rocks there. Water is very close to both of them. One more corner to go. It's going to be Shadow that takes victory. Longbow is second. They are across the line. Don't go too far. You will drown if you aren't careful because the water... There we go. They're both claimed by the water. They're both overshot. They couldn't turn around in time. Great race. Fair play. Shadow fought back. Longbow had the lead, made a mistake, ran wide, got the run up the hill, but just didn't quite have the grip in the later sections. Bloody hell. That was an exciting race. Well done. Shadow and Longbow through. It was brilliant stuff. And I mean, the 800 series and Picnic were both very quick as well. I think they were just a little bit unlucky. Oh, what a manic round of flood racing that was. So, we head onto the Spanner Finals. It's a bit of a smaller grid than expected, but we have got the Lamborghini that's hopefully going to be able to get around more than a couple of corners. We've got K-Series, and we have got a very American rush going on here. No idea what's going to happen on this one, but should be interesting. Let's go and let's go and start the race, shall we? We'll see what might occur. It is off and underway. Good start. So the Rush is all-wheel drive. It's going to get a good start. It's probably going to struggle a little bit for top end, but all-wheel drive traction is very, very helpful around here. The K-Series has got to not make any mistakes, which is always easier said than done. The Countach is always going to struggle a little bit at the start. K-Series is wide. The Rush is wider. The Rush is just clipped the wall. And that is off. Can Lado save it? It's not going to get saved from there. It's going swimming. Yeah, it just clipped the rear. The rear of the car clipping that Armco barrier is always a danger through that section. Joe's got a big oversteery moment with the Countach. It was actually catching. It was actually doing quite well. I mean, the Countach is a beautiful car. It looks great and everything, but does it have the control here? Does it have the grip to actually make it work? Joe is on the absolute edge of grip through here. That is so close. I think it is very fast in a straight line, that Lamborghini. It's just, can it stay under control. I don't think it's going to beat the water. I think the water is about to claim it, and it does. The Lamborghini is sunk. The K-Series, it's still ahead of the water for now. I mean, we saw the water was catching. There it is. There is the water as it enters into the tunnel. The K-Series is ahead of it for the moment as we head up towards the top of the hill. I think, well, I mean, the K-Series has got the Spanner final, has won the Spanner final in this one. It's going to celebrate with a big lock-up and a big smack into the wall. That's now going to make it really difficult to drive. I don't even know if it's going to be drivable. That was a big hit. I don't think it's not going to be very drivable anymore at this point. It doesn't matter too much, but in terms of the can it survive, to the end is going to be a no. I think that was more of a deliberate crash than anything, although steering was so wrecked in that. Who knows? It has found a resting point. The K-Series will win. However, it is, yeah, rather soggy. Rather soggy indeed. So, we are on to the final. We have got, well, 3 hill climb cars. We've got lots of variety today. We've got SBR4, we've got my Pazima, we've got the Wendover, and we have got Longbow's mad bowlight thing. God knows what's going to happen here. It's really a bit of an interesting one. We know the bowlight's very fast, but we know it doesn't have the control of some of the all-wheel drive. It doesn't have the grip of some of the all-wheel drive cars. The bowlight will have to pass all of us in this. The bowlight is going to have to get clear of all of us because we will launch quicker. Shadow with a great start with the SBR4 through here. I'm just taking it a little bit cautiously through turn 1, not wanting to clip the curb, don't want to lose a tyre at an early stage in this, and definitely don't want to get myself in trouble going across the grass. But that's, you know, we're going to have to take gambles at some point. All I can hear is SBR4 at the moment, but that's fine. I think Speed Beast has had an accident somewhere along the line. I can't think or worry about that one. We can just be focused on chasing after the SBR4, and I ran in too deep through there. Not ideal from me. We were a little too late on the brakes. Oh, we were very late on the brakes there, but we've gained ground. God, just trying to hear anything over that SBR4 of what my own car is doing is difficult. Shadow with a big slide, and that is the sort of invitation that I want and need. I've got more rear-end grip in my car than Shadow has in theirs. We're going to go side by side. Now, who has got more straight-line speed here? I don't know. We are to the lead. I think we have got a bit more straight-line speed. Lombow's a bit too far back here to do all that much. So we have got the lead of the race coming into the tunnel. The thing we don't want to do is have a crash in this corner. We've seen cars have issues, and I was very cautious. I was probably too cautious going around there. We know we've got to be on it because the water will claim us if we're not. We know we've got to be on it because if we ignore the water, the SBR4 will get us if it can. It's right on the bumper as we head through this section. We get a little bit of a two-wheel moment. Shadow's pushed it really hard, and Shadow's wrecked themselves. Shadow's had a big accident. I think Shadow pushed it just that little bit harder over the crest to try and catch me, which you got to do. It's the final, right? It's just asked a little too much of the SBR4. We will round the final corner and we will claim a victory. It's actually a pretty good run for us. I heard a clonk and almost turned up upside down. There is the one. We actually had a bit more time on the one. Again, we had a really clean run. We passed Shadow fairly smoothly. We took it a little bit easy in places there. We took it a little bit easy as we went through. But, bloody hell. I can breathe now. The Pazima hill climb, the way to go. Not quite as it's not the best car off the line, but it's more planted than the SBR4 and had some surprisingly good top speed. It's just wheels. It's just wheels floating where Longbow is. Fantastic. Well, the Pazima is the winner. We're going to have a silly round to finish off. So, to finish off, we are going to be using the vehicles, but we have got everybody together. There's going to be a slight stagger on the start here. So we've got the Spanner finalists in front, the main finalist at the back. Speedbeast punched a tyre right at on the curb of the first corner, which is why we never really saw the Wendover in the final there. I'm a little bit concerned. I say concerned. The Countach is going to be the concern here. Because I want to clear the Countach as quick as possible, but we couldn't outrun it into the first corner. We are through neatly. I mean, we know Amy's car is going to be a difficult one. We know that thing's pretty quick, and I don't want to get held up too long. Oh, Lado's being a motorbike. Joe's in the way. We've slightly nicked Joe's rear bumper. Thankfully, it didn't take off my my splitter at the front. Shadow sent it to the inside. I'm hoping we can maybe get around the outside of a Lamborghini here. We can. That's fine. Oh, Lado's going to get some big understeer. Where is that going to go? Thankfully, it stays in the fence. It doesn't bounce back out into traffic. That is good news for us. I know we're going to have to send it. We've not had a great start, which makes the water here all the more treacherous. Don't hit the fence. Get on the power as soon as you bloody can. The water is so close. Shadow's having a massive accident. We are okay. We are fine. We're doing exactly the same with Shadow as we did last time around. We are going to pass as we head into the tunnel. Where is the water? I spot a skipping Lamborghini back there. The Countach was in full stone skimming mode. Right. We're up to seconds. Can we chase down that K-Series? There's no... I say there is an element of caution because I can't bin it, but we were way more aggressive under brakes this time around. It is full send mode. It's less full send mode now because the K-Series has smashed the wall. K-Series has got no steering. Amy's in the fence. Amy's in the trees. K-Series is out. We have got to the lead of the race. Oh, Shadow is over there. How is Shadow over there? What has happened? I'm very confused. Oh, what on earth went on? Oh, Amy's calling redo. Amy biffed it on their own. I had nothing to do with that. We are the only one. We are the only one running. We will go over the... I don't know what happened to Shadow in all of that. I mean, we had a surprisingly good race. We had a surprisingly good race in that one. We will claim another victory. The Pazima is a interesting... It's a great car for this, honestly. It is probably the best overall car. We did manage to get our way through this one. We picked our way through the traffic and made the most of it. Whether we could have caught Amy, I don't know. I don't know whether we actually could have done. We were definitely going to go full send. Maybe I would have binned it. But there we have it. Victory for the Pazima. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.